All right, welcome back. We are talking all things the 2024 election, beginning with the presidential race. Definitely a tight race there. We're bringing back in our political analyst to talk more about this. We have Dr. Leslie Caughell from Virginia Wesleyan University and Dr. Robert Watson from Hampton University. Thank you again for talking with us. So starting with the presidential race, we know that North Carolina is one of the 7 swing states. It was so tight. Every time you looked at a poll, it switched in terms of who was ahead. What are you looking for out of that state in terms of the voter turnout that's needed for each candidate? Dr. Caughell.
The one thing I'm really going to be looking at is the turnout in the metro areas around Raleigh and Charlotte, Wilmington, because Kamala Harris, to take that state, is going to need a really strong turnout there, and she's going to need the support of Black voters in the state.
Dr. Watson.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think, however, I'm looking at young Black voters in particular at the major colleges and universities there. And hopefully they will come out. And it appears that if they do come out and vote, they will vote for Harris. But again, it is going to be in those metropolitan areas like Charlotte and Greensboro and
And then Trump obviously looking for people in the rural areas to come out more today to kind of carry him over.
Absolutely. Although I will say one of the things the Harris campaign tried to do, and they did this a lot with their vice presidential candidate, was see if they could take away some of Trump's margins in some of those rural areas. Because President Trump has been very good in past elections about getting the voter turnout up there, and that's part of what has kind of taken him over the threshold in a number of states. So we'll see what the turnout is there and how many people end up kind of voting for Harris maybe that would have voted for Trump in the past.
So one of these rural areas is District 1. It involves Representative Don Davis and his challenger, Lori Buckout. She's the Republican challenger. And political analysts are saying that if Buckout unseats Davis, it could be an early sign of a red wave, whereas if he keeps his seat, it might be a sign that Democrats can flip the House. So this is a huge race with national implications.
Absolutely, and the House is so closely held by Republicans right now. Only a couple seats are going to change the direction of partisan control. So I think you're really seeing in that race an attempt by a Democratic candidate to really kind of appeal to conservative voters. This is one of the more rare, I think, moderate candidates who's managed to maintain their seat. They're becoming fewer and far between.
Yeah, he was chosen as the 5th most bipartisan member of Congress by Georgetown University. So that's definitely a race to watch tonight, as well as the race that we're getting ready to talk about right now. We're going to talk to you all a little bit later on tonight. So thank you.